Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I have a special guest. We're doing something really special and you couldn't have told because of the thumbnail or title, but I'm in game with Vinny right now. Say hi.
Hi.
This is the real Vinny, by the way. I'm not clickbaiting some rando. But as you could probably tell, I'm gonna be interviewing Vinny, and we're gonna just be playing the obby in the background, so don't worry about that. But
Yeah, we're gonna be dying over and over again.
oh,
you know,
for sure. I haven't even
yeah, it's
done
just gonna
this.
be entertaining.
I haven't done this legit one time yet. But
I think I have one, and that was about it.
Is there any remarks you want to say before any questions are asked? Or anything you want to clarify that you wouldn't answer, so no one in the comments
I'm ready for you to be extremely whack with your questions.
Okay, they're very normie, so are you ready for the first question?
Yeah.
What was your first thoughts going into making Legend of the Bone Sword?
Okay, so with this game, it started off originally with Kritham, and I joined in later in development whenever the Bone Sword was finished. And I started working on the game in terms of creating, like, the true Bone Sword line, which led up to the end of the game.
That's when you started the true Bone Sword?
Yeah, I made that stuff, and the first thing I ever made in Bone Sword was the Dream's Edge Seeker, which, by the way, I will remit! So yeah.
Okay. Let's see. That's all you have to say about that question? No other remarks?
Yeah, that's all I got to know on that one.
Okay.
Kritham could probably give you more of a little bit, because, you know, he started it.
Yeah. Okay, the second question. Did you ever have plans for a stopping point, or to ask Kritham to stop working on Legend of the Bone Sword, development-wise?
Truthfully, no. I kind of just kept going with this game, but we did start working on new games with a bunch of different dev groups, like Quantum Realms and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we worked into Bone Sword 2. But no, we've always had this game as something which was in the back, and we've always still enjoyed working on. Just either when we're burned out of our current projects or, you know.
To follow up that question, was there any point you were so stressed that you considered quitting making this game?
Truthfully, only when the community was going, like, really, really nuts about updates. Oh god, I died. Okay, but, yeah. So, only when the community was going really, really crazy about updates, and I think we got, like, 99 messages in 3 minutes or something like that. It was ridiculous. And people were spamming the channels.
Do you know around what time period or what update this was happening at?
I think it was Mother of Chaos.
Really? That's the one I actually expected. I heard there's a lot of negative feedback during that update.
It was some crazy, because there was bugs and stuff, and we had to do, like, a bunch of last-minute fixes.
For sure, yeah. I actually didn't like the update much myself, but I didn't think about giving any criticism, as I thought there was enough as-is, or there were just people screaming, so, yeah.
Yeah, the Discord was going absolutely nuts. I think there was, like, 90 people in a voice channel.
Oh my god, 90 people.
Yeah.
The next question is, what do you think had the biggest impact on Legend of the Bone Sword? It's a very vague question, but you can answer it however you want.
Let me see. I mean, I think State Terror had a pretty big impact on people when it came to, like, actually grinding for something and actually hard to get.
Yeah.
But I think Mother of Chaos was also a really big update for, like, tying together the storyline of the game.
So you think these really big major updates that, like, changed the game, or were really big bosses, affected it the most? Yeah.
Yeah, they were fun to make. Also, like, the whole Titan build-up, that was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, I remember the Titans being released. I was so hyped. That was when I peaked around making my videos on the game, so it most certainly was something to enjoy.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with those, just every weapon having different abilities and things.
The next question, which follows this up really well because you talked about how you enjoyed making these updates. Do you enjoy making the game? If so, what is your favorite part about it?
My favorite part probably about this game, and also just to answer, yes, I do enjoy working on this game. So does Kritham. Basically, probably my favorite part is making something new and cool, and also try to make it as unique as possible. So, like, with State Terror, I thought, hey, I'm gonna make trials.
Yeah.
I also got a couple of ideas from another friend of mine, which was Nebula Fox. because she helped
Oh,
me make a
really?
bunch of that stuff. Yeah, she's credited in the descriptions somewhere.
This one is one of the most major questions, and actually one I was super curious about myself. Are you happy with the current state of the community of the game?
Okay, the community, the Discord, you know, it's got its toxic moments, but I think they do shine through sometimes. Whenever like we push out new games and new updates, people seem to get really hyped, and we get a lot of positive feedback, so it's cool. So yeah, for sure. I can say it.
Anyways, this question I was really curious about because I came into the YouTube scene a bit late on this game, and I don't really know how big it is. So a question that I was super curious about myself: how do you think content on YouTube or on any video streaming or recording platform, how do you think it affected the game, if at all?
Truthfully, me and Kurtham loved to just go through YouTube and see Bonser videos. We'd always send them to each other too, and just look at what people are doing. And from YouTube, we saw a bunch of different content creators. Like, they were creating lore for the game based off their own imaginations, and it was just really cool. And it actually gave us an idea at one point.
I've never seen any of the lore videos. So
it's actually really cool. But I think it was it was a nice Australian guy who was on Xbox. Like, they were doing an absolute crap ton of lore busting for the game, and like going through different things in the game and aspects and trying to make up theories.
So would you say these videos? Really cool, would you say these videos are old and unpopular, or like old and they gained attention?
I think that one did pretty well, actually, if I remember correctly.
I've never seen them, so
it really peaked with the views and stuff whenever the game obviously had a couple thousand players, which died down. But yeah, that was, I think, content on this game was awesome to see. I still enjoy watching it.
So the biggest thing about content for you is that you and Kritham enjoy watching people who make content on your project, your work. Yeah.
We do like watching people play our own game. Yeah, it's fun.
Okay, so another question is, this one I actually didn't really think about much while writing it because I don't know much about the second Legend of the Bone Sword, or even what it's called. Did you give up on it, and if so, why?
Okay, yeah, the second Legend of the Bone Sword was given up on. And the reason for this is because it was just too ambitious. Like, we had so much stuff. There was like a giant list of things we wanted to do. It was just too much work. It was crazy. So we started scheduling our games better so we could actually manage them.
And that's probably why do you think you're in a better position now with the many games that you're working on at a time than you did when you were making Legend of the Bone Sword 2 while working on other games?
How to Be a Rocketeer, that was a project we worked on for like a year, and it is still in a decent state. We're probably going to recode like a bunch of it because we learned a bunch more about scripting, which we like better. But it's still there, and we're still going to get it out. And there's also stuff like Plush Wars, which you've seen, which is our current project. And I mean, I guess, yeah.
This next question, I've actually heard a lot about through the admins I met over the next few days, because, you know, I've recently become moderator, so I've got to talk to them more. And
congratulations on that again.
Thank you. No, none of the viewers actually know that yet, so glad they got to find out.
You got the funny name tag.
I did. But the question I heard so much, especially through big people, like Lone, the overseers, I heard, is cereal soup? Is what I've been asked.
So that's the question you want to ask?
I want to know what you think of cereal being soup. Do you agree? Do you disagree?
I know Wook would probably agree to that.
How many people on the admin team do you think would agree to that, to disagree to that? Do you think like more people would agree or disagree?
I think more would agree.
You'd probably be right, because I also agree, and everyone I've talked to thus far has agreed. But do you have a stance on it?
Yeah, I agree.
You agree?
I'll jump down on that
one. Before I end, because I didn't actually have that many questions, are there any you want to answer regardless because they're so commonly asked?
Update happened when update happened.
Okay, yeah. What about that? Actually, how frequent do you think, I actually didn't even think of this, how frequent do you think updates will be on this game, especially since you have games that you're already working on?
Me and Krillin have a thing where we like to work together because it's just a better flow.
Oh,
but
yeah.
whenever we get time and we kind of, or we burn ourselves out of projects, we usually go back to Bone Suit and make something.
Yeah.
Like, I got really burned out of working on a couple of, I don't know what game it was, I don't remember, but that was what caused me to create the Statera update.
Speaking of all that, there's actually one last question I have that I luckily came up with on the spot.
Boy.
There's plenty of secrets in this game in general, but primarily what I want to focus on is secret bosses and secret weapons. Do you plan on making any more of those?
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Okay.
I love making secrets, it's fun.
Good, because I'm excited for the secrets of this game. They're really exciting to also cover in videos. So if you do make more, just expect to see some of those for you.
I was thinking about making an item encyclopedia menu to actually show you everything in the game. But
I think that would actually be really cool, but it's all up to you. So, anyways, that's all the questions. Are there, before you stop, is there any other question that you're asked so commonly that you want to clarify?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head, but I will say one thing which I said I'd, do at the end of this video.
Yes.
Sup to Cozy!
Yes, my content is very good. I'm making more Legend of the Bone Sword content more frequently now. It's actually become like a part of my channel. I want to be a variety person still, but also very frequent Legend of Bone Sword stuff. As long as you and Kritham pump stuff out frequent enough, then I will.
We will be pumping stuff out. We just gotta, gotta catch up on some things.
Okay. But yeah, that's it for the video. Vinny said subscribe, so you guys don't have a choice.
Wow.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. You want to say bye?
Yep. Bye!